Hi guys, welcome to a new video. And now with my glasses on to see you better. Welcome again. In today's video, I'm gonna be painting this. It's an old tile that I found around the house, a souvenir from a place called Lamigo here in Portugal. And I want to paint it to match my new kitchen. I think it will be great to hang in here. What do you think? And I haven't shown you yet, but I will right now. The kitchen is currently yellow. I painted the kitchen yellow, and I will paint this tile also yellow to match it. And I'll hang it here to hide these two poles that I have in here. That was for a old phone. So I'll hang this in here. I think it will look amazing. So today I will walk you through my process of doing so. Okay, and now as you can see, I covered my table with old towels that I've been using for painting. I got my tile here, I got two brushes. This long one is just for stirring the paint. Well, I've used it yesterday, so it must be okay to use by now, but in case it's not, I better stir it a little bit. This is my primer paint. I use it for walls, but it says here that it's good for walls, cement, wood, plastic, metal. Well, it's good for everything really. It's a very shiny tile, as you can see, but for this little work, I think this will be okay, this primer. Yeah, so I used it yesterday. I was painting my bathroom, so I'm going to stir it a little bit. It has some deposit on the bottom, but it will be okay. I'll just use the nice primer on top. Yeah, this is a pretty sticky primer, so I think it will go well on this surface. I want to primer as well these little bits in the side because I'm going to paint them also. Try to smoothen the surface as well as I can. I think it's good for now. Then we'll see how it dries, and we'll see if I have to give it another coat of primer or it's just good like that. Because up close I can see that the design underneath is not totally covered. Maybe I'll give it another coat on top of this, because then I'm gonna be painting it the same yellow, the same paint that I use for the walls in the kitchen. And well, although that's quite opaque, maybe I should give 2 coats of primer as well. Now, what I've done to this was painted with 2 layers of white primer and 1 layer of yellow paint, which is this one. It's the color of my kitchen. So now I'm going to give it a 2nd layer of yellow, and then it will be ready to draw on top of it. Here it is. I'm gonna let it dry now, and I'll show you the rest of the process. Okay, ready to paint. I have my tools. But first I have to prep the place. It is a bit prepped already, but it's not fully done. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. This painter's tape is just rubbish. It rips all in the wrong places, you know. Very difficult to use. It's not making this task any easier. See what I mean? And I was being careful. I went off to get 2 different ones to see if I get better luck with these. Yeah, so far so good. Much better. I don't know how I'm gonna get there. My stairs don't reach that high, so I must have to go and get some taller ones, some bigger ones. Let's see how I can manage it. Oh my God, I don't feel that confident in the security of this. Uh-oh. No more tape. Gotta get some more. Another Reaper one. This is heavy. Okay, how am I gonna put this? I don't know. Do you think it's secure like this? I don't know. I think so. I hope so. Okay, let's go. Good vibes. Send me good vibes, guys. I'm going with the tape already cut, so I can stay up there less time. I don't know, I'm having second thoughts. I'll just do it. I'm not going to do this. I'm gonna ask for help. Okay, this is the paint, and now it's maracas time. Shake, shake, shake. I think it's okay. Oh, I need a thing to open this. I don't think I have it here. I gotta get one. It's a light gray, in case you're wondering. It's not white. It's a light gray to match this part of the tiles. This is not good. It's what I have, so I gotta deal with it. Oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? I like the color, what do you think? I think it's much darker than I anticipated, but let's see how it dries. I like it so far. Okay, I got this corner done. I know it's not done. Forget about it, not done yet. I was so anxious to get it done that I thought it was done. But I have some details to finish. And I want to get them finished right now. Because I want to take these big stairs off of here. And now I don't want to get on them again. Okay, now it is done. I can get rid of this one for now because I'm gonna have to give it all a second coat, but not today. It has to dry first. Now I'm going to do the rest of it. So this was just to show you a little bit of what my life have been towards painting lately. It has been about painting walls, which is fun nonetheless. I love it. But it's not an artistic work, and I miss it. This is how it's looking. I'm really happy with the color, and now it's time for the second coat and last one. So say bye-bye to my bathroom, because after that you'll probably not be seeing it more in this channel. Painting clothes on, as you can see, all ready. Let's get started. Now that my tile is almost ready to draw on, it's time to tell you what am I going to draw on it. And yes, you've guessed it, it's a pomegranate. Why? Well, because it's kind of a lucky charm in many cultures, and at the same time is food, so I thought it would be perfect for my kitchen. And it's the first piece of art that I make for my new house. I got inspired by this drawing I made a while ago. So I start playing around with other materials in this other sketchbook. This one is made, I believe, with Neocolor 2s, but I wasn't very happy with this version. I was kind of rusty. My hand was kind of rusty because I haven't been drawing for a while. This pomegranate resembles a little bit more like an onion or something. Then these ones were the last ones. Well, no, in fact, well, I jumped around from page to page. Then I think I drew this page. I filmed a little bit of this process that I can show you right here. A little more realistic drawings. That wasn't the intention, so I wanted to get a little bit looser than this. Then I went for this one. In here, in this page, I drew those angles and painted them with my wall paint from the kitchen, the yellow from the kitchen. So this was my first try here. I used a big pen to draw the sketch, and I painted on top of it with colored pencils, Neocolors too, and also oil pastels. But, well, I don't like it so much. I think it could be better. I showed this to my husband, and he told me that it would be fun if this bit of the pomegranate were more in this position, you know, like parallel to this line. It would look better probably, and I agreed. So I made this other sketch with this bit a little bit more tilted to this side, and I loved it. I changed the background also, like if it's a tablecloth. And this also goes well with my kitchen because the walls are yellow, but the tiles add a little bit of yellow and blue also. So this color scheme will look good in there. So this was the final sketch. I decided to go with this one. But first, I drew it here. Oh, this one is made with oil pastels only. And these, I got back to the Neocolor 2s. The pomegranate is in the same position as that other one, but I changed the tablecloth to just stripes, but I didn't finish. It needs a little bit more contrast, but I'm not going to finish it because I decided that I loved these squares in the tablecloth better. So that's the winner. I mean, that's the one that I'm going with on the tile. Yeah, and you can see me drawing this. I was there on my new house. I was in the kitchen of my new house drawing this one, and I really felt good about it. So now here you can see me drawing on the tile. It's not the same as drawing on paper. It's much more difficult because the paper, even if it is the same paint on the background, behaves very differently. Well, for once, it's softer. It's not a hard ground to lay the materials on as the tile. And the oil pastels just grab to it much better. The texture of the base layer is different also. You can see how I struggled to get my painting to be smoother, but at the same time, I did want to go loose, so I didn't want to make it look too realistic. It wasn't easy. There was a time when I felt that the oil pastels weren't layering properly. They were just scratching out the layers underneath it. And so I struggled with it. In the end, I decided to let it dry for a few days, although I know that these aren't going to be fully dried, but at least they won't be as soft as they were as I was drawing with them. And I think then I can add a few layers on top of it. In here, I used my oil pastels from Van Gogh. They aren't the softer oil pastels, but they aren't art either. I really love them. Maybe I should go with some softer ones for this project because the tile is so hard, and maybe a soft one would grab better to the ground. But for the white details, I'm gonna use some other brand. I don't know yet if I'll use my white from the Caran d'Ache Neo Pastels or a new brand that I got just a few months ago. I think I showed it on my previous art materials haul. There's a video here in the channel. I'll link it on the description if you want to see it. I don't remember the name of the brand right now, but I'll show you if I use that. That's also a really soft oil pastel, and that's a very opaque white. It's a lovely, lovely oil pastel. I really love that brand. Maybe in the future I'll try more colors from them. I don't know. I bought it from Timo, I think, and it was quite inexpensive, but I'm really pleased with the quality. So let's enjoy this process for now. Okay, this is not finished yet. I'm missing the white of the tablecloth. I have a white here. In fact, I have two, but I think this one is Neo Color 2, and that means that it's water soluble. And this one is the white from the Van Goghs, which is not working very good today. I don't want to use any water-soluble material in this piece because I'm going to varnish it later. And even though it's a spray varnish, I don't know whether it reactivates or not the water-soluble pigments. So I'm just working in oil, and I used also an oil-based pencil from Marco Renoir to make the sketch, the first sketch. I'm going to let this dry a little bit. I know that these pastels don't dry per se, but I'm gonna wait a little bit and then I'll come with the white in the bits that I want to stand out a little bit more. But I'm happy with the result. It's not as beautiful as this one, because this is a very different material than paper. And I noticed that I couldn't get as many layers of the oil pastels as I could in the paper. So these started to lift a little bit of the underneath layers, and I have to give that up. But I'm happy. Overall, I'm happy. And let's see how the white is going to look. I started putting a little bit of different whites that I have in this big set of Van Gogh oil pastels, but it wasn't working and I smudged a little bit in here. I don't care. I mean, it will probably give it a loose finish in the end, but let's see how the white goes. Now I consider it done, the painting stage. So it's time for varnishing, and I'm going to use this satin varnish from Sennelier. It's meant for oil and acrylic painting. So this is oil pastels. And I think the base is pretty similar to acrylics or something like that. So here we go, first layer of varnish. I'll let it dry now. Ooh, it's pretty strong. The smell is pretty strong. I'm inside, but I won't be in this room much more time, so I'm leaving now and letting it dry. And now I'm going for the second coat of varnish. So hello again and happy holidays, because it's the end of December. This was quite a long vlog to film for you guys. I started, I think, in the end of November or the beginning of December, I don't know exactly. And well, it is now the end of December. It is now Christmas time. So I'm wearing my stay home Christmas outfit, which is this robe with stars. and it's holidays time. It's time to get the house all cozy for Christmas. And besides this artwork that I showed you, it's now finished, and I'm gonna show you the process of getting it totally finished. Besides this, I want to share with you some tags that I made for Christmas. Just a simple DIY project that I hope you enjoy. I always do something like this each Christmas. It's just a tiny, whenever I'm more busy, like for instance this Christmas, as you know, and I don't have time to do much more, I make at least these tiny handmade symbolic things to make the Christmas feel more homey, more family driven. So that's just a little something that you can do in just a couple of hours or something. It's a really quick thing. And I'm gonna show you more about these tags because these were made with an art material that I bought for myself this Christmas. And I'm not going to show you yet what it is because one of my first videos for next year will be an art haul. So this is goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, keeping me company. I really appreciate you. I wish all of you the best wishes for this season. No matter what you celebrate, I just wish you all a very happy time. So I'll see you in next year. Have a good one. Bye.